hard. It's raining like cats and dogs outside today. Remember people used to say that? It's raining like cats and dogs outside. What does that mean? Cats and dogs don't rain. They don't fall from the sky. So I always found that to be interesting. But if that's a thing, they are coming down today here in Charlotte, North Carolina. It is crazy. So I hope everyone is having a good morning so far, and good morning to you. Welcome in. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day you are watching this. I appreciate you, and leave me a comment and tell me what city, state, country that you are tuning in from if you're checking this out on the replay. And so listen, I was thinking about it, and a lot of people are trying to find their sweet spot. They're trying to find their niche. They're trying to find their purpose, and they want to make that purpose into something big, do it and do it well for sure. And I see Loving Myself is in the building. Welcome in. Good morning to you. I'm glad to see you. I hope that you have a great day. And listen, keep that content coming. Your shorts are doing so well. You're getting great numbers. Oh my goodness. Try and, film some short form videos or some pre-recorded videos, like I would say 5 to 8 minutes. And I know your channel is going to flourish. It really is. Just be yourself and everything will fall into place. So listen, I was thinking about it, and I actually had an encounter the other day. Oftentimes, people want to know about what I do in real life outside of YouTube. And so they schedule appointments with me so that I can give them an overview, or they may want to partner with me if they have something that we can possibly collaborate on, or, whatever. And so there was a guy, and he had reached out to me. He was at one of the presentations that I did, and he really, liked the things that I do, and so he was wanting to be a ambassador for it, for the community, and kind of be that person that spreads the word on what we do and everything. Um, and it's interesting because you may not have heard of something or someone doesn't mean that they are not killing the game. Maybe it hasn't reached your circles yet, but it doesn't mean the word isn't out. I'm just gonna say that. So even for you, as you encounter new things, because I encounter new things all the time, and I'm blown away, and I'm like, wait a minute, like, where were you? How is this? This is awesome, or whatever. But I don't assume that no one knows about them. Just maybe I didn't know about them. So I'm speaking with this person, sharing, all the things that we do, the programs and such. And, he was like, that's it. I want to be able to say what you're saying just like that. I want to be able to say it like, as if I was reading from a script. And I was like, I'm telling you what we do, not just saying words. There are words, yes, that people say. And a lot of times people, like, think about a professor in college, a professor in business or marketing. If they are just talking about the theory and not the practical as much, they may be a well-seasoned professor, a well-seasoned instructor, but they've never really done the work. They're just about the books. And so there are a lot of presenters out there that do a phenomenal job. Oh my goodness. But they are just a student of the information. They may have gone and were mentored by remarkable people that are also presenters, and they taught them how to present, how to speak to a crowd, how to attract people to them, so that when they talk, people will come, people will buy the tickets and such. But they really haven't implemented the actual things they're telling you to do. And that's what I found in college. A lot of times, the professors, they knew the information. But when it came down to putting rubber to the road, they could put pen to paper, but they couldn't put the rubber to the road. And that's the part I like. I like the practical. I remember taking a graduate school class during COVID, and I forget the name of it, but it was real deep, and it was basically what I do. And so my papers, the professor was like, "Oh no, you have to go back to the theory. You have to go back to." She's talking about the 19th, 20th century, and what the researchers were saying back then. And I said, I'm telling you what I'm doing right now, and I'm quoting from articles I've actually written and published. So how are you going to say, that that's not right? I'm implementing what they thought about. I'm doing it. And so yeah, the professor had to go back and redo my whole grading system for that. But what I'm saying is, people always want to be able to say it how you say it. And you have your own voice, you have your own way. So, what I want you to do is, I want you to reflect on the things that you do well, have done well. And what is that message? Don't try to say someone else's message. Use your message because we all have one. We do. And a lot of times people get caught up in the messages and what other people are saying and don't realize that your gem is within. And so you have to tap it. You have to you have to reveal it. You have to uncover it so that it can come out from you and be authentic. And that is your lane. That is your purpose. Your purpose is not what someone else's purpose is. They got it over there. They're already taken. So do you. You are the unique one. You are the gem. You are that diamond in the rough. But you have to uncover that beautiful brightness of your own diamond. And listen, it'll be so much more comfortable. You'll feel so much more authentic. People will gravitate to you more when you're speaking from your own voice, from your own experiences. We all have them. We do. But yours is taken just like that other person's. It's already taken. So be true to who you are and all that you do, and you will soar, and you'll start to feel much more confident. And you'll be like, listen, this is my purpose. I'm passionate about this. I'm doing well. I'm helping others. And this is what I was meant to do. This is it. And that's the best way. That's the best advice I can give is, I can't even remember what I named this live. I wish that it had the title, but definitely you want to just find your own voice and fly on your own. It's good to hear other presenters and check out their format. Right now, storytelling is the thing. Before I do presentations, I start off with a story before I even go into who I am. I go into a situation that's relevant to the crowd, to the reason why we're all there together, and I bring it all home because if I'm doing a presentation, especially for any type of particular audience, I was invited there because I do have a relevant story to tell. I do have relevant information to share. And so I'm going to share it just like that. And they always say people tell, stories sell. That's what they would say in marketing classes. So what is your story? Your story can't be that other person's story because that's the story they lived. That's why when they tell it, it comes out so different. It hits different, and just like when you tell your story, it's going to hit different. So what is your story? What is it? Maybe that's what I need to rename this live. What is your story? And when you tap into your story and you feel confident in it, you see how you've evolved from it within it. That's where you'll find those talking points. That's where you'll find those topics. And you'll look around and you'll start to see people going through similar things. And you're like, wait, I got the solution for you. That's why with business, years ago, I'm talking about like in the late 1900s. And I was thinking about that this morning. I said, I'm gonna say the late 1900s because that's what it was, or the end of the 20th century, when people used to come to me with questions about business and how to market their business, how to start their business. And that's when my husband was like, yo, this is a business for you. You need to start charging because people are coming to you for advice that they pay lots of money for. And that's because of my experience. It's not because of the things that I learned in school or anything like that. It's my actual practical experience, my hands-on experience. So what do you have hands-on experience with that you could also share with others to help them get started, to do it better, or to just propel it, to expand it? And that's where your sweet spot is. You have to find your sweet spot. There's so many people out here sharing their sweet spot. Absolutely. And a lot of times we try to jump on that sweet spot. And when it don't hit for us, it's like, wait, that's not hitting like it hit for them. That's because it was for them and that wasn't for you. A lot of great conferences, I'm talking about where it's really one person. I don't know if you all remember someone by the name of Danny Johnson. And Danny Johnson used to put on these conferences, and I've gone to several in California, Atlanta. I remember being at one, and I was telling my husband, "Yo, you got to check her out." And he went to one in Atlanta as well. And she talks about sales and marketing, and she doesn't try to sell you her way, or like, she has books, yes, and at the time DVDs, remember DVDs? But she's not trying to bring you onto like network marketing or anything like that. She's telling you the strategies of how to sell whatever it is that you have. If it's you, if it's a product, if it's a service, if it's whatever it is, she's giving you those strategies. And those are the types of conferences and workshops that I like. I like it when you're giving me nuggets that I can implement into what I'm currently doing. Not necessarily trying to do what you're doing, sell what you're selling, or anything like that, but just how can I take some of the strategies that you've found successful and implementing it into what I do and how I do it. That's why I enjoy Les Brown too. You know, he talks the same. Lisa Nichols is also amazing. So, you know, you want to start listening to people that are giving you tips, that are giving you strategies, that are giving you things that are just more than aha moments, because a lot of it, yeah, you're familiar with. You may have heard about it. You may have done it and stopped and don't even know why you stopped. A lot of times when you've had success doing something, you take it for granted. Don't take what you're doing that's been successful for granted. Rinse and repeat, keep doing it. That's what successful businesses do. That's what businesses with longevity, that's what they do. They keep doing the same thing. It's a process. They improve the process, yes, but they basically keep that process moving because that's what's been successful for them. They don't get that success and then say, "Oh, that was great. Now I'm gonna pivot over here and try doing it this way or whatever." No, And then when that doesn't work out, they may have poured a lot of money into that new process, and then they just like stuck like Chuck, like, "Oh shoot, what in the world?" This was not a good move. So make each move count. We have to be intentional. I was talking to someone the other day about the layoffs and everything that's going on. And I was like, other companies, local government, state government, businesses, whatever, they may start doing certain things similar. If they start seeing that, people are falling for this, they may start doing it too. And so you have to always be on point with whatever you're doing. People think that they're not dispensable. They think, "Oh, that's never going to happen." Listen, don't sleep. And now we have these mid-level to C-suite people that are very experienced out here in these streets, looking and searching for opportunities. And it might be your opportunity that they take. People are hungry now. So you have to be on point. So stay on point, but at the same time, find out what your passion is, what your purpose is, and develop that. Develop that with those strategies. Don't do what they do, but use what they do, and put it into how you need to move. Put it into your process. Put it into your offering, and you'll start to see it all flourish. Oh my goodness. But I had to tell that man, "Listen, I'm not reading from a script. I'm telling you, I'm just sharing what I do. And it's coming out like this because it's what I do. It's who I am. It's what I developed. So I know it like the back of my hand. I'm not expecting you to. I'm sharing this information with you so that if you know someone that can utilize what we offer, then yeah, share that and send them over to us. We'll get it together." But you have to really, keep it together, stay sharp, stay tight and right. A couple of years ago, I had a position on my team and I was hiring for one person, just one. I had one position, right? And that was it. Like that person, that's all they were going to do, that position that I needed them to do, and it was around workforce development. I got over 300 applications, over 300 for one position. I could only imagine now, like how many people are, sitting in their applications, but I got 300 applications for that one position. And out of that 300, only 22 had even the words that I was looking for, the work that they needed to do. Only 22 had them laced some kind of way in their resume. It was crazy. I'm like, what was this? You know, everyone's shooting their shot and not even giving a daggone, just shooting at every target, shooting in every basket, whether it's gonna give them a point or not. They shooting in the opponent's basket because this don't have nothing to do with what I need them to do. And out of that 22, I did phone screens and only 8 were invited in to come for an interview. Because out of that 22, only 8 could speak to the work. And out of that 8, I got that one. So you want to be that one. You want to be that one. How are you posturing yourself? So find it. Find your passion, find your purpose. When you have it, more things will flow to you. I mean, it's a law of attraction. It is. It is. And attraction marketing, if you don't know anything about attraction marketing, I encourage you to look it up. I'll be talking about it some more because that's really what my premise is. That's my foundation for marketing is attraction marketing, attracting more of what you need, what you want with greater frequency. And that's attraction marketing is how you're posturing yourself, how you're positioning yourself, how you are showing up. What are you attracting? Because that's the market. And I see TWP Popcorn is in the building. Welcome in. I hope you have a great, great day. Everyone, listen, stay safe. Do the right thing for yourself and for others and have a good time while you're doing it. You know, life is fleeting. And so you want to make sure every day, every moment in the day counts and do your best. Leave people that have, in your wake, leave them feeling better about themselves because they encountered you. Remember, every single day, practice so hard that when you play, you will always play to win. I appreciate you all for being here, loving myself, TWP Popcorn. TWP Popcorn, thank you for handling the handle, you and loving myself here in this chat. And I see Wheezy's here. Good morning to you. Thank you for tuning in. And if you're watching this on replay again, tell me where you're tuning in from, what city, state, or country, and what is your nugget from this information. Until next time, I'll see you again soon. And take care and stay safe. I am Coach Sherri.